Hey there everybody, we're towards the end of the month once again, and so that means it's time to come out and see what our predictions for the next Legendary Hero is going to be. I did a full recap on who we've got throughout the rest of the year, color-wise, somewhere in the Heroes playlist. But specifically I want to talk about October right now. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to an artist that I follow religiously on Twitter. I just had a commission done by Wanini, and I love it. It's Glasses Micaiah basically, and Yoon also has glasses, which is incredible. I'm so thrilled with this. So if you want to check out Wanini's work, I'm a huge fan. I'll leave the Twitter link for them in the description below, and you can go check them out, and you can be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Because it is. It's amazing. And I'm so thrilled with it. I'm very happy. There's a keychain sale going on right now. The acrylics, I'm getting into the acrylics now. So I'll definitely be hitting that up as well. But I'll leave Wanini's Twitter in the description if you want to go check them out. Anyway, so let's talk Legendary Heroes, shall we? Let me first start off by kind of letting you know where my head was at, primarily for this whole thing. So I went through and I tried to figure out like what would be the most logical approach. We've got October returning for Legendary Lyn, Ephraim, and Robin. The red is blank. We don't know who's going to be red. The candidates I chose were going to be Erica, Xander, Silica, and Alm. Let me explain why. I honestly think that we are going to be seeing... We're not going to be seeing any other Hero-specific characters. Fjorm's brother, I don't think he's really in the running anymore. Here's why. We have pairings going on, and some of you guys have told me this in some of the previous prediction videos that I've done for Legendary Heroes every month. But we're starting to see pairings on games. Not so much the male-female. Marth, I think, kind of broke that pattern for the most part. Unless it was Lucina. I can't remember. But it used to alternate between male and female every month. That pattern got broken. It wasn't really a determined pattern. There wasn't really anything to it necessarily. But I have been noticing, and like I said, a lot of you guys have also said, the games that they appear in are in pairs. So for example, the heroes, we have Fjorm and Gunthra. We have a pairing in Awakening with Lucina and Robin. The Marth's Mystery, the Emblem, Byram, Dragon, Shadow Dragon, whatever you want to call it, has Marth and Tiki. So there is a pairing going on. It's not necessarily male and female, but I don't know that that was ever really a legitimate pattern to begin with. It was maybe just coincidental, or it served the purpose at the time for release, and that's kind of how it went. But if you tally up all the games, we have 2 from Heroes, 1 from Fates, 2 from Blazing Blade, 2 from Awakening, 1 from Radiant, 2 from Mystery of the Emblem, and 1 from Sacred Stones. And if you pair them all together, we're missing 1 from the Sacred series, 1 from the Radiant series, and 1 from Fates. So that leaves 2 blocks left, which means there is a game that has been released, but not no legendary characters from that game in the grid. Now we never really got Thracia or Genealogy released. Roy's Story, which would have been Binding Blade, never got released over in North America either. So far, of all the games that we could possibly have, the main series games, everything's been released worldwide, or at least Japan and North America. So I think what more than likely the game missing is going to be is Shadows of Valentia. I think more than likely we're going to get a Valentia pairing, and that kind of leads me into where we're at now. So keeping in mind with those pairings that we've seen so far, we are missing one from Fates, Radiant, Sacred, and presumably Valentia. We have a red unit so far, and after this next banner we'll be able to tell, like, we'll get a better idea of who's going to be showing up first of the year in January, February. But right now, we just have a red, and then 2 colorless guaranteed for the end of the year, presumably. That means our red unit is a very strong indicator that we're going to get someone from Valentia. If that is the game that's missing, we could be getting, you know, Xander. It's definitely a possibility. Xander, I feel like, you know, we've got Ryoma. Xander has a lot of alts, actually. Xander has a lot of alts. This would actually be the 5th version of Xander, I think, because we have Spring, Summer, Norian Festival, and then the regular Xander. So this would actually be the 5th Xander that we would get if we got a legendary Xander. But I feel like he is the best pairing for Fates, given that we have Ryoma. The pairings you can see are very deliberate. So Fjorm and Gunthra, they're sisters. Robin and Lucina, obviously fated battle there. They're very intertwined. There's Tiki and Marth, who have, you know, obviously a very strong relationship. Lynn and Hector, who are like the canon ship, I think. So I feel as though if we're getting somebody paired with Ryoma in sense of canon, I feel like it would have to be Xander. It could be somebody else from Fates. Like, it could be a Corrin of some kind. Like, I'm not saying that it couldn't be. But I feel like it would more than likely be Xander. Maybe not. I don't know. But so Xander, he's on my list. He's not super high on my list. Just because, again, there could be another pairing in that Fates bracket. I think it might be strange if we don't have a Corrin. So, you know, we could see a red Dragonstone Corrin too. I don't know. But for the most part, this is kind of where I'm at with my thinking. I think it's maybe going to be Xander, but he's 4th on my list currently. 3rd on my list is actually... 3rd on my list, we have the Sacred banner. And while I'm not entirely sure about this, Erica is probably going to be up there in priorities. Again, thinking of those pairings, I'm thinking Ephraim is probably going to be paired with Erica. And I'm not super familiar with the Sacred Stories. Again, it's the only game I haven't played in the series that was released in North America. I will fix that at some point. But presently, I feel like that has the strongest kinship between Ephraim and the other characters. I also feel like Erica fits the most likely. She could be Red Tome, she could be Sword, we already have those two. She could be, you know, I feel like she makes a good fit, and therefore is a strong case as a red unit in October, as well as a pairing with Ephraim. Now, the two I think we're most likely going to see, and I'll start with my second on the list, is Silica. Silica would have been from Valentia, technically, in terms of most recent release. But more often than not, she is a very popular character. If Valentia is going to be that last game to fill in the pairings bracket in the grid here, I don't know why it would be anybody other than Silica, to be honest. We would be getting, you know, another alt of Silica. I think this would be the 4th version of Silica, maybe? Regular Silica, Possessed Silica, or Fallen Silica, and then Brave Silica. So I think we would have Silica Emblem if that were the case. But again, you know, she fits the mold very well, similar to Erica, Sword, and also Red Tome. I feel like she's very, very likely. But again, I'm maybe skewed a little bit, given the sense that I think we are most likely... Oh dear, I lost connection there. Sorry. I lost connection. I think most likely we are going to be seeing Alm. I think we're most likely going to be seeing Alm. And again, this is pretty high speculation, right? We have no indication that a Valentia game or a character from Valentia is even going to be on the grid. Alm could be a red bow. It could be a sword unit. I know a lot of people want Alm. I feel like Alm is a pretty strong candidate for legendary hero status. So more than likely that's what we're going to be seeing. But I think the time to introduce that final game into the grid, that being Valentia, that time is definitely now. I don't like we did just have 2 from Emblem, right? So we had Marth and Tiki back to back, or Shadow Dragon again, whatever series you want to point them from. I feel like now is the time to introduce that final game, just so there's not that double backing again. But you know, there's not really a rhyme or reason at this point into how they release the legendary unit. It's not really by game pairing. It's not really by attribute. It's not really by male or female. So it could be anybody. But I feel like these are 4 very strong candidates. Again, I am putting my money down on Alm, possible red bow, possible sword. Kind of tough to tell. But I think a red bow Alm would be really cool. Just for the record. I'm hoping it's red bow. I'd be fine with just a sword Alm as well. But I think that's going to be our legendary hero this month. I think we're finally going to be seeing Alm. I know a lot of you guys are really excited for that. Alm, very popular character. Again, I feel very strongly that Valentia game is the last one in the grid that we haven't seen the pairing for yet. And it makes the most sense given that it was released everywhere. So that's kind of where my head's at. In the description, let me know, or in the description, there is a Gleam contest going on if you want to check that out. There's a $15 gift card for either iTunes or Google Play going up for grabs. It'll be announced on the 1st. I think it runs through the 31st. But if you want to check that out, feel free to do so in the description. Gleam contest, link, description, yes. But in the comments, let me know what you guys think we're going to be seeing for our legendary hero this month. Again, I am thinking we're probably going to be seeing Alm. I think the data mine said we'd be getting a water blessing, if I'm correct on that. Let me know in the comments on that as well. Yeah. Because I'm not 100% sure what that was. I forget, the data mine on that came out a long time ago. But I think it's water. But either way, I think we're going to be seeing Alm. I hope a lot of people will be happy about that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.